So, Davy, tell us a bit about Pentaho's view on big data and what your customers are doing around it and the announcement that you've just made.
Okay, good. So, first of all, our customers are looking at Pentaho for the full offering that we have. And big data poses not only challenges on getting value out of it, but also in the beginning, like how do you put all the data together in something that you can easily question, analyze, and get information out of it. So definitely that's part why customers are looking at, because we have that unified platform that allows does that, the data integration, the orchestration of all your flows, then model that data and eventually serve it up through all sorts of visualizations. Now the other part of the question probably is like, okay, so is it really happening? And that's yes. We just announced a press release where we were saying that, hey, our big data customers and pipeline and sales is growing by 300%. So we see a huge uptake of people actually getting, not just looking at it, but really doing projects in the field.
Excellent. Do you think the economic climate and the challenges, particularly in Europe, are inhibiting big data because people aren't spending, or do you think it's actually promoting good practice in big data because it's meaning people really have to look at the business outcome from the system that they want?
I would say it's probably helping them to make some of their decisions a little bit more consciously. Keep in mind that big data is all about, if you look at the 4 V's, the fourth V is value, and sort of over-compassing focus is how do you do it in a cost-effective way. Because there's traditional technology that isn't much different from some of these other technologies, but because of the volume, because of the velocity, you get challenged, and all of a sudden your investments start to look pretty massive. So while in the past maybe people would go out, well, they had big budgets, go out, buy appliances and all those things, now they're looking at it, how can we do it in a different way, in a more cost-effective way, and then really take baby steps in trying to get the value out of it. And that's exactly where you see that happening with agile BI projects being set up, and in small incremental steps trying to get the value out of it, and then ultimately proving that to the business. On the smaller scale companies, we still help them in general business intelligence stuff, which again, they can't look at some of the legacy players, and thanks to our subscription model, we then open that up for them as well.
What type of big data are your customers most interested in integrating? Are they starting with social data, or are they starting with clickstream data, or are they just across the spectrum?
Most of it still is, I would say, around clickstream data and events happening. So we have a few storage companies as a customer. We have a few telco customers around people creating devices, and they're creating all sorts of event-related data out there. It's not really clickstream; it's activity-based data. I would say those two together with clickstream is really what people can tap into right now, and they have a good mindset. Like just more data, the volume is bigger, the variety is a little bit under control still. But it's all about the velocity and how do we deal with that. The social definitely brings a whole new dimension to things, because then you're looking at all sorts of variety of data and then interpreting that data, like what does it mean in terms of value. So that's a little bit more challenging because there's different parts weighing in. But we're starting to see an uptake in that as well.
Great, thank you.